We welcome to heaven Psycho and Vanzetti, two men that's won our highest of seats. Come, let me show you this world that you've come through. It's a funny old world, and I'm sure you'll admit, if you wear rags on earth, you're a hobo, and if you wear satin, they call you a thief. If you save money, they'll call you a miser, and if you spend money, you'll go on relief. If you work hard, they'll say you are lowly, and if you're a loafer, of course you're no good. If you stay sober, you're known as a sissy, and if you drink liquor, it goes to your head. If you are fat, they will call you a glutton, and if you stay skinny, they'll call you a runt. If you laugh, they'll call you an idiot, and if you cry, they'll ask you to stop. If you chase women, they'll call you a woofer, and if you don't chase them, they'll call you afraid. If you chase men, they'll call you downtrodden, and if you don't chase them, they'll call you afraid. If you eat your meat fried, they'll tell you to broil it, and then if you broil it, they'll say it should broil. If you don't eat meat and you eat only green things, they'll ask you what's wrong with the brain in your skull. If you work for wages, you support the rich capitalist, and if you don't work, you're a lumping to them. And if you play the gamble, of course you're a gambler, and if you don't gamble, you never do win. And if you stay poor, nobody comes courting, and if you get rich, well, you can't find a mate. If you get married, you reckon your happiness, and if you stay single, you walk to your grave. If you die in your cradle, it's a sad misfortune. If you live to old age, it's harder and worse. If you've read the papers, you know it is many that take their own lives when they've emptied their purse. There's traders and trappers and shippers and hopers, Psycho and Vanzetti in America's great lands. There's hoppers and croppers and robbers and dopers, and millions of folks with just two empty hands. It's a funny old world, Psycho and Vanzetti, and a funny old world for me and for you. I'd say that this world is so awful funny. It's the funniest world that I've ever lived through.